April 10, 6 games left on the schedule. This is one of them against the Edmonton Oilers, and we will sim that first period of play. It's taken a little bit of a time, and oh, did I just double sim? No, it just went right into the second period. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared to press a button. Okay, it went straight into the second period of play. I didn't get to get a look at the goals. I must have double pressed the sim button or something like that. But anyway, I got scored on by Kurashev and Shane Goss to spare. So I gave up 2 goals on 11. Basically, I can't give up another goal in the second period of play, but we'll sim that one out. Okay, 4 goals for both sides. 4 goals aside on almost equal amount of shots. Okay, into the game we go. Playing out, rounding out the... Oh, that's right. I was playing on fixed camera. All right, we made a save. I want to explain myself. I was playing offline, not recording anything, just messing around with some stuff. And I was using this camera as an experiment, so I guess I'll just stick with it. If it works out, then we know that this is the camera we need to be using. So far, so good. That's a tripping penalty to Nugent Hopkins. And we will go to an early third period power play. As he was going to the box, I noticed Nugent Hopkins has the C on his jersey. If you don't know this, Connor McDavid is no longer in Edmonton. That should be an easy goal for us, as the Edmonton netminder, who I don't know who it is, flailed all over the place, trying to look his best like I do on a nightly basis out here. I don't have that. I have a penchant for touching the puck when it comes down to my end of the rink. That was a heavy block by the Oilers defenseman. It helps them out big time. Garland will turn it around back through center for Winnipeg. Still on the power play. Manson, a flailing attempt of a clear. It does not get out. Garland back in. Blocked as well. And Holloway should skate this out over center for Edmonton. Broberg, what was the plan there? Chromiak, that was the plan. Get it to Chromiak. I leave a nice rebound that my defenseman deliciously cleaned up for me. That's all that I can ask for. If I give up the rebound there, clean it up. Just don't give up any second chances. Saved. Saved by the post and then betrayed by my own defense. That was an awkward play to begin with. Oh, you know what? But there's a lot going on this replay, because it showed the initial save that I made, then the play off the post right there, and then where did it go? Right up top as I slide back over. I should have never hinged on the post. So that does not appear to be the leash with Coach Sweat. And so he's kept me out here despite giving up 5 goals. So the breakdown, just to have it in the video. Broberg pulls up, down low, save. So we did a good job. We needed to challenge the shooter, but keep in mind, number 6 back there, he is still an option with our defense doing goodness knows whatever they're doing in the slot. This stacked up formation at the hash marks, whatever that is. Broberg, save, rebound. I know the pads don't match. Ignore that. And then, who is it? Holloway. So look at the room he had. There was no way I could have ever made a save on this. But at least he hit the outside of the post. But then it goes right back up top to Fisher, and my defenseman screens me. Look at the screen my defenseman puts on. I know I'm hinged on the post, so that didn't help, but my defenseman doesn't either. This is a tough one to make a save on. My mistake, if you want to see what I did, I slid over, and then my goaltender pulls himself up, and then he hinges on the post. He should have never done that. Well, we can still get it tied, and I'm optimistic with some of the guys on the ice that have X factors, namely Kirill Kaprizov, but Jack Campbell, wow, Jack Campbell is still an Oiler. What kind of dirt does he have on the Edmonton Oilers organization that they kept him here all of these years? Mind you, we're about to start season 5 in a little bit, and he's still an Oiler. That's going to be a shot for Montour. Get up, please. Oh, that's an important time to hinge on the post and then have help from your defense. Oh, wow. I mean, every Oiler possession is something else, but we're working pretty well, I gotta say, with fixed camera. I know that there's not a camera that I particularly enjoy in this series. I do want to get that out there. There is not one specific camera that just works for me. So I end up going back and forth between camera angles throughout a series. If we could do custom camera angles, things might be a little bit different. I would definitely appreciate a potential custom camera angles. I'm finally going to get to play the puck. Let's not make a mistake with this. Whoop, do the little reverso. And that could have actually, that could have gone in a negative way. I haven't, well, look at that. Jack Campbell is one of the league leaders in wins. He's top 10 anyway. But what I haven't done coming into this game is look at the standings, because we have, coming into this game, well, we're tied. We are tied now, so just hold a pause on that thought that I was having as I got to now break down Moritz Seider's goal. Face-off win, back to the point. Nice work between the defenseman and Campbell. Did he see this cleanly? That last camera angle we just saw would have been better than this one. But anyway, great goal. Tie game. Makes up for my little, well, our team's little mistake. And now both coaches have called a timeout. We called a timeout after we gave up the lead. The Oilers allow us to tie it, and they call a timeout. Who has the better plan for the last 5 minutes of regulation? You wouldn't be too optimistic if I'm the guy tending the goal crease for you, would you? So anyway, I was trying to say something before Seider scored a goal, and I think it pertained to the standings. I didn't take it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Nelly? Nelly is a performing artist. That was almost massively consequential for the whole team. I came up big on a breakaway. How are you giving up a breakaway at this stage of what is probably a must-win game? I don't know where the standings are. I've been trying to touch on that a couple of times, but I've just been interrupted every time. They dump it in here. But this could be must-win territory for us, because I don't know what the standings look like coming into one of the first of 6 remaining games on the season. We'll put it that way. Oh, no, Nurse. No. Well, I didn't know what I really thought Darnell Nurse was going to shoot sooner than he did, and I bid on it. And that number 1 rule as a goaltender, do not make the first move, and I did. But 2 breakaways. 2 freaking breakaways in the end of regulation play. And you're going to, if anybody blames me, you can shove it right up your butthole. Moritz, do you have another goal in you? Anybody? Look at this defending. Darnell Nurse again. And I try to I don't know what I was doing, and it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. Hat-trick goal for Christian Fischer. These are some of the hardest boos I think I've heard in my whole career. Oh, I'm sorry, Winnipeg. I'm sorry. I mean, the injury to Lyon, your goaltending situation, it's really let you down this year, late in the season, hasn't it? Oh, my goodness mercy. That shot was so hard, and it missed so badly that the Oilers have to go back and break out off of their own missed shot toward the net. You can't say it was on net because it never came anywhere close. You know who's also not coming close to anything? The Winnipeg Jets to the playoffs. That's a tough play for Kaprizov. He's got to be done, and he's got to be like, I'm done in Winnipeg too. Take away the last 4.6. I don't want to hear it from anyone. Just get me out of the game. Get me out of Winnipeg. I can tell you that jersey sales for number 80 in Winnipeg are just non-existent right now. And probably for the great foreseeable future. There will probably be a player that will come into Winnipeg and wear the number 80 and sport it better than I have in my short time as a Jet. Take it in. This is probably my last game as a Jet. This is probably it. We're just going to go through the first period of play. I've given up 3 already in just one. I faced 17, but we've given up 3 in 1. I don't have the patience to play 2. I was thinking about let's play 2 periods in case this is my last game, but oh my. This has been the Vince Maggs experience in Winnipeg. It is such a. I'm truly impressed that I'm even in the net to begin with here, jumping into intervened gameplay in the 3rd period after giving up 5 goals. But it is such a short leash that maybe even at the first stoppage of play, I may be pulled out of this net. I don't have an opportunity to give up one goal, and yet I'm playing like this. I'm doing what I'm freestyle breakdancing in the goal crease. That's my goaltending strategy right now. That's my go-to when I'm in full panic mode. Just start breakdancing and hope for the best. It definitely did not work out in Edmonton. Perfetti gets us to within 2. I'm not very optimistic we're going to win this game, and I don't care, to be quite frank with you. I mean, if you guys manage to maybe play down there for every minute of the 15 or so that remain of this third period, you might be able to come back and tie it, because at least I don't have the chance to give up a goal if you keep the puck in the Dallas defensive zone. That'll never happen. That's just insanity, hoping that will ever happen. I have stuck to the fixed camera as well. I know that I didn't play particularly amazing in intervened gameplay against Edmonton. Oh my God, Cider! That came out of nowhere. That was truly an entertaining hit to watch happen. That's a big save. Very entertaining to watch that as well. Uh-oh. We're in a spot of bother here. Oh, no. Big save on Johnston, and that'll be a cover. Okay. I've had enough. That. Look at his neck. How is he not in an ambulance right now? Whoa, wait. You're telling me Barbashev? I didn't pay attention to this. He walked 3 defenders with that windmill move. What a play by him. And an even better save by yours truly. I would like to have a shutout period of intervened gameplay. I would truly enjoy that. But it's in front of me. I really need to turn manual cover the puck off. That would probably help me give up less goals. But I kind of like it. Oh, it was wide open. You have no excuses not to score on that. Nice little 360 move by the defenseman there at the blue line. Something's changed. I didn't change anything. Big helpful block. I didn't change. Oh, bad turnover. Just hold on a second. I gotta wait until we're out of the zone, which will take an entire century at this phase of things. Johnston again. He's around our defender. That's centered. That's definitely gonna be centered. Yep. T-Sags. One-timer. And that's probably my career in Winnipeg right there. That's probably the game for me. I knew it was going to go from the corner to up high, but it's Sagan. And it doesn't even pop up as an X-Factor goal either. I'm not even pulled. Okay, well, I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this. I know Coach Sweat is not enjoying this. Let's try it again. I'm going to block this guy. I'm blocking. I mean, could you imagine a real goaltender doing that? The Stars are in a neutral zone trap. They just said, it's 6-3, trap it up. Oh my God, I hate when it changes direction like that. I hate when it pops out like that. And we still don't even have the puck. Save on Hintz again. Well, I can tell you I made several consecutive saves in a row. And with the Dallas Stars in a 1-3-1 trap. No chance we're getting any offense for the remainder of this game. Here comes Barbashev. A loose puck, Deke. Robertson, rebound. And a goal. And my goaltender, this has got to change for 25. I just got to say this. This has got to change for the next game. You got to stop having our goaltender, when you make a save, he just gives up on it. He just falls all over the place. Get rid of this, please. I beg you, EA. That's another night giving up 7 goals as a Jet. I mean, the save percentage just doesn't even exist at this point in the career. Don't go looking for it. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find a save percentage anywhere, especially when we're giving up breakaways to Jason Robertson. Or anyone for that matter. It doesn't have to be Jason Robertson. I'm so done. I'm done with the career mode as a whole. I feel like I have been ever since after the first month of this game. Okay, I was ready to have to make some sort of a bizarre save. What in the hell are you guys... What kind of passing play was that? What was the game plan there? Johnston again. Stars have been walking our defenseman like a dog in this entire game. They've got it again. Nelson. Oh, wow. How bizarre.
How bizarre. How bizarre. How bizarre.
Just get the game over with. No more, please. Dallas, just hold the puck along the boards. Call it a game. You've had enough fun. I haven't had any fun. This has been absolutely dreadful from the Winnipeg Jets. take the shot and then clank it off the leg of the Stars defender as the Winnipeg Jets play themselves out of the playoffs. Tell me, Winnipeg, just tell me, was it worth it sending Gabe Vilardi to Minnesota in exchange for myself? Was it worth it? You stripped all of my hopes and dreams away from me. I was legitimately playing better behind Minnesota's defense and their team. And this is what I get. Screw this career mode. And there it is. There it is. Regular season has ended. Skip to the offseason. That means Winnipeg did not make it. But I do want to see, and I'll show it so you guys can see it too. And you don't have to feel left out. Did we miss by a large margin? We definitely missed. Oh, Chicago. When we fell behind St. Louis. We had a lead as the wild card team. Chicago makes it in because we just completely fumbled the bag in the last 10 games of the season. We completely dropped the ball. And there's your Minnesota Wild. They clinched the division. Did they clinch the President's Trophy? Entire league. Let's look at it. I got dealt from a President's Trophy winning team. Granted, I probably wouldn't have been playing in the playoffs, but I was having fun playing for Minnesota at the very least, to being dealt to a team that finished in the entire league at 22nd and was a wild card team and fell completely out of it. I'm partly to blame for that. My team, Detroit, that I started season 4 with, remember that? They missed the playoffs as well. I could tell that was how that was going to end. So I was not very optimistic there. Now, Florida. Did Florida make... Who finished... Carolina finished as the worst team. They got that AHLD down there, don't they? So they might get the number 1 overall pick. Where did Florida finish? Because I think Florida are your defending Stanley Cup champions. They've made the playoffs again. And I will confirm in just a moment if the Panthers are the defending Stanley Cup champions. Yes, they are. Not only are they the defending Stanley Cup champions, they are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions in this game world. And they have won. They are looking to win 3 in a row. So who have been the finalists that did not win the cup in the last couple of years? So remember, season 1, St. Louis, I was on that Blues team. And I think we played Toronto. So how do I look at the President's Trophy winners last year were Edmonton. So the team that played the Panthers in the last 2 Stanley Cup final were San Jose and Colorado. And then St. Louis, we beat Toronto. That's right. So look at this. Florida has been to the Stanley Cup final 3 out of the last 4 seasons, according to this game world. Okay, season 4. Not everybody has played. Has every team played 82 games? I think it said off-season. So basically, David Pastrnak, he's going to be your Art Ross Trophy winner. That's locked up. And who scored the most goals in the NHL? Jason Robertson. J-Rob getting 53. Did he? I don't think he scored on me in that last game, so I didn't help him out there. Didn't need. Well, he didn't really need it. Or maybe he did. He just won it. He won the Richard Trophy by 1 goal. Okay, so we're going to sort by save percentage. Goaltender that played, I don't know what the general rule in terms of statistic, but the best save percentage with a decent number of games played, at least he's played 39 games, was Gustafsson, my goalie that I was in tandem with in Minnesota and leading them to a President's Trophy. So that makes a lot of sense that he would be basically the best goaltender in the NHL with 27 wins there. And we'll continue scrolling for a little bit and see what goaltenders that played like around 30-ish games or more. There, dang, Dustin Wolf, 61 games and a 9.13. He had a pretty decent season. You're never going to find me on this list because I just was simply not even close to good enough. And there it is. The Stanley Cup has been awarded to the team that traded me. Gabe Vilardi wins the Stanley Cup. He was dealt from Winnipeg. And the Wild are the champions of the National Hockey League in Season 4. I wonder who they defeated. Could you imagine if it was Florida again? That really does break my heart. I could be a 2-time Stanley Cup champion in this universe, and for the first time ever. I could be a Stanley Cup champion. Oh, they beat the Islanders in a 7-game final. Look at that. What did the Islanders? The Islanders had to play every series the Islanders played went to 7. That's kind of gnarly right there. They played as many games as possible and lost it in the Stanley Cup final. That's brutal for those guys. And the Minnesota Wild, they went through LA, Colorado, Chicago in 7 and then beat the Islanders in 7 as well. That had to be a pretty entertaining playoff. I'm gut-wrenched. I really am. I could have been on a Stanley Cup winning team. Oh, reporter Bayer. This is going to be... I'm just going to talk over James Cybulski. Not that this matters, but they're upset because I promised another Stanley Cup and I didn't follow through on that. Whatever. I got burned this time so I can become fireproof next time. Yeah, just go ask the fire department next time. Holy freaking... Oh my goodness. The draft lottery. Wow. Carolina really gets screwed over. Kind of screwed over. They dropped from 1st to 3rd. But look at Washington. They went from 10th to winning the lottery. They have the 1st overall pick after initially having the 10th. And where does Winnipeg end up in all of this? We have the 11th pick. So nothing changed from Winnipeg. Not that I'm coming back here or planning to anyway. How much do you think? Oh, yep. Well, Winnipeg comes right back to me, of course. And I got decisions to make now. I think this one's pretty easy. All of these are 1-year deals. Yeah, 1 year. And who's offering me the most money? Well, these 3 teams, Ottawa, Arizona, and Winnipeg, are offering the same amount of money. All of those teams. Well, no. Arizona has 2 goaltenders. Winnipeg has 2. Not coming back to Winnipeg. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. The way we collapsed, I just don't have any faith. And I don't like Coach Sweat very much either. So, Toronto, we already played for at the very end of the last Goalie Be a Pro that we did last year. Kind of don't want to do that. We've been on Ottawa before. I have some sick pad ideas for Arizona. So I think I'm just going to take it. And we're going to take Arizona. They're giving me a 1-year deal. They're giving me basically the best salary that I'm going to get in one of these offers anyway. I'm not going to get paid any more than that anyway. So I'll take that, and I get to play with Austin Matthews and out in the desert in that little 5,000-seat arena. That's less people that can see me suck in person. Oh, look at him in Yotes gear. What would you think of playing a pickup game outside the team store? Maybe you make some new fans and sell some merch too. You know, Agent McKay, I heard a rumor the team is moving to Utah. Your popularity is on the rise. Really? This is news to me. Everyone seems to want to hear what you have to say. You know, I don't need to say anything. I just need to shut my mouth and get it done on the ice. By the way, do you see the fresh haircut? The redheaded disco Jesus is no more. Also, just now realizing that I stayed in the Central Division with the Coyotes. So I played for the Blues, the Wild, and the Jets, and now the Coyotes out of the Central Division. I'm collecting them like Infinity Stones. Heard that Mags plays for the Coyotes now. Is this true? So excited. Wait, Vince Cross. So Vince talking to Vince. Well, you know, this is already my favorite fan that I've ever talked to in this entire game mode because his name is literally the same as mine. If you're excited now, wait until you see me on the ice. Well, the Winnipeg fans, the Jets fans, they would beg to differ. Well, here we go. Opening night, Season 5. This will probably be the last season, as we are approaching the end of the game cycle. So take it all in. We've gotten about as many seasons in as we did last year, in quite a few significantly less episodes than it took last year. And you can see we're rocking the Jason Statham look. Okay, first period, opening night on the road in LA, and it took literally a minute and a half for Kevin Fiala to strike first on me, as I have now joined the Yotes before they probably move to Utah. This is a game world in which Arizona remained in Arizona, and there is not a Coyotes 2.0. They never moved to Utah. in this Game World. Second period of play. They get 3 total on me, but it's all chill because I have no expectations from Season 5 with the Coyotes. Season 5 is afoot, and I'm an 89 overall goaltender with still just two X factors, and one of them is a battery, which is very appropriate because I feel like my goaltender oftentimes runs on batteries. Batteries that have no juice left in them. Well, I've already made one splendid save as an Arizona Coyote. I have literally no pressure with this season mode. You can see why. Oh my god, okay. That's poked off the post, and I think I have used all of the rabbit's foot that is in my goaltender equipment somehow. What patience with more. What patience here to wait, save. Where does it go after? It's laying in front of me. I'm just trying to stay in front of it. I go way outside the goal crease, and there's the little tap back that hits the post. You know, I had so much luck on this play, I think the Irish would be jealous. Oh, I forgot to look at the different goalie masks, but that's not even an important subject right now, as I'm trying to stave off more again, and the LA Kings get on their feet. That one is blocked as it was trickling through. I'm not getting a whole lot of help defensively. There he is, Austin Matthews. So I haven't played behind McDavid, but I get to play behind Austin Matthews now. Oh, I should have looked at the whole roster before jumping in as well, because I would like to find out. I can pause it, and I may do that in a moment. I can pause it and go look. I didn't mean to change cameras. See who's on the bench as my goaltender that I am in tandem, who should effectively be my backup. Penalty against us, obviously, with LA having possession. Nice save. But we're going to go to kill off a penalty in a moment. If we can ever just get possession, they throw it back in. There's the cover. And I had to manually cover that one. And I stayed in the Central Division. So they get to go up against the Minnesota Wild, who are the Stanley Cup champions in Season 4. I'm so pissed still that they traded. And they traded me. And then they didn't even have any common decency to offer me a contract in the offseason. I was approached, though, again by Winnipeg. Of course, I was going to always say no to Winnipeg. Not going back there. Not after the way our season ended in Season 4. But I have a new team now. The Arizona Coyotes. I would definitely like to know who the other goaltender is. I'm 89, so I got a new slate with a new coach, right? I should be the #1 goaltender, at least to start this season. What happened there? That's a break. I'm telling you, the goaltender movement this season has been so much more slow. That's nearly a breakaway, and it is going to be a penalty. 5-on-3. Our guys are angry. Look at them. They're giving wild hand gestures to the linesman and the referee or whoever's standing by our bench. Very short-lived period of 5-on-3, but I guarantee you, they win the face-off. They're going to get something out of this. That'll be a save. Clear. You got to get that and clear. Go. All right. Really well done. That was actually a decent clear out. And we are now, again, at 5-on-4. Wallstrom, that'll be a shot. That's an easy save. And a perfect rebound, too. I gave you guys a good rebound. The least you could do is go get it out. Stop running into me and go get the puck. Very sketchy play there by McFarland. But we have it now. Dursey with McFarland. I don't know who this is. 21. Honzek. Oh, what a play. And is he wearing 69? Well, he almost scored. What a legendary goal that would have been for the number 6'9". That's, please, Dursey, I don't know why I'm doing this. I should have taken that number because it's hilarious, right? Oh, the legend of the funny number. The legend of number 80. That's what I'm turning into right now in this game for Arizona. Now the number 80 jerseys are going to be selling like hotcakes here. And that's another thing. I got to learn the coach's name because I haven't been introduced to the head coach, and hopefully he has a name like Coach Sweat that I can make fun of. Although I didn't really particularly make any great jokes about Coach Sweat's name. You could argue that I was on the hot seat with Coach Sweat. No, that's a horrible one. It's 3-0. Shots are 33-19 in favor of LA. This is not a goaltender problem. This game is not a goaltender's problem. This is an Arizona Coyotes team function problem. You guys aren't functioning much as a team at all. You can't win a game with 0 goal support. It's impossible. And I'm already starting to think about NHL 25 because it's going to be right around the corner now, as we are now into the month of August. And I'm also wondering, is that going to be a game that's going to come out on the PS4? Because if it does not come out on the PS4, I'm not buying a PS5 just to play NHL 25. That's just not happening. So basically, if there's going to be there's a goal. There's a goal from Keller. If there's going to be an NHL 25 Goalie Be a Pro series from this channel, this game is going to have to come out on the PS4, basically, the next game. And it probably will be, because there's a pretty good player base still using the PS4. I just can't. I love doing this series for this channel. I do. But I just can't justify a PS5 to play one game. Can't do it. Now, no, they wouldn't do this. They pulled me. But I'm still here. I wasn't even paying attention. Thank you, Matthews. That is such a break. And all at the same time, it is not. Glass missed the empty netter. I was just getting onto the bench. That's huge. Can we? No way they tie this game. No way they do. Fiala toward the empty net again. And bullseye. At least I was on the bench for that one. But we're going to drop the season opener on the road. That's okay. I'll find out who my backup goalie is when we get back to the Be a Pro menu. I had a 909. Oh, it's Devin Levi. There you go. We don't even need to wait to go to the Be a Pro menu screen. It's Devin Levi is my backup. And I had an above 900 save percentage. I'll take that. Didn't get the W, but whatever. No pressure. Well, I started out the season with a lot of line score, so I am the number 1. And I've already got a negative. It dropped by 2 points. So I think that's just purely because we didn't get the victory, but we didn't score but 1 goal. And we waited until practically the last possible moments to get said goal.